Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for June the 29th. I'm doing this little video a little bit later than I had planned, maybe about 12 hours later than I had planned. But here we are. We're doing it to it. So June 29th, I am going to be pulling one card for overall energy. After that, I'll be pulling one card for each sign, and we'll work our way through the zodiac to see exactly what the predictions are for each zodiac sign today. Overall energy shows up as the Lover's card in reverse. Now, Lover's card in reverse talks about the idea of somebody that we're partnered up with, that we are having a hard time being on the same page with this person. This can be a romantic partner, but just as likely to be a business partner or even a close friendship if we do a lot of things together with this person. So maybe even a family member. So we're going to see a little bit more about how this plays out. What do we need to know about this? What are some more details so that we can, do something about this? We have free will, so we can change things if we don't like how they're turning out through our own choice. All right, let's start with Aries. Okay, what you guys have showing up here is the Ace of Vessels coming up in reverse. This is basically telling me, Aries, that you feel like this other person has now shown you their true colors. And now that you've seen their true colors, where you might have had them on a pedestal before, nay, nay, not so much anymore. Not so much anymore. All right, let's look at Taurus. You've got the Stag card showing up here. Taurus, this is telling me that you're trying to be very responsible in whatever it is that you guys would normally collaborate on, and you're trying to do some things with integrity. And as you're trying to do things with integrity, it seems like maybe the other person is not feeling the need for that much integrity, or they are looking at this in a different way than you. So they're not necessarily feeling like they're not doing things that are in integrity. And so really, I think the debate here between you and this other person has to do with what is the best way to handle whatever the situation is that you're not agreeing on with the most integrity for everybody involved. Mhm. All right, let's look at Gemini. Gemini's Three of Stones showing up in reverse. This is telling me that part of the reason that you're not getting along so well, or you're not being on the same page with this other person that you're partnered up with, is because they're not bringing what they said they would to the table in that partnership. You're left carrying the load. So you're not very happy about it. Geminis, you may even be breaking out of this partnership. You may be feeling like it's not fair to stay in it even. Next up, we're looking at Leo. Leo. Did I say Leo? We skipped Cancer. We'll have to do Cancer next. As a matter of fact, that's Leo's card. Let's pull Cancer's card and then we'll actually read them in order. But that's Leo's card there on the table. We'll look at that in a minute. Cancer. Cancer. Okay, Cancers. You have the bear showing up here. You're making a decision today, Cancers, because you're not on the same page with this person that you're partnered up with. You're making a decision about if you want to continue with the same old, or if you want to do something completely new and unknown and kind of figure it out as you go along. Leo, let's look at your card. It came up a second ago. You've got the hare showing up here. Leo, I think you're not getting along with somebody very well who's partnered up with you because you feel like you're doing all the behind the scenes work and they're getting all the credit. And you would like to have at least a little of the credit. Seems only fair. Next up, let's look at Virgo. Virgo. Ten of Stones, or the home card from this deck, showing up in reverse. Virgos, I think you've got a partner who is, they're doing something or they're saying something that actually decreases your sense of stability in the world. And so that's what has you at odds with them. I think your agreement with them was whatever it is that you were going to do, it was going to add to your sense of stability and security, not take away from it. And I think that's why you're at odds with them right now. That's for who? That was for Virgo. Next up, we're looking at Libra. What do we have for you guys? Libra, Libra. Guys, I am doing readings today. If you want one, get a hold of me. Contact information is above. Libras, you guys have the moon card showing up in reverse. Excuse me, not even in reverse, right side up. Look at you. Boop-a-da-doo-doo. Okay. Hmm. Libras, this is a card that tells me part of the reason that you're not on the same page with whoever this is that you're partnered up with is because you're still trying to get a good grip on what you bring to the table, what you're all about, what your priorities are, what your assets are, what your skills are. You're still trying to understand that yourself. I feel like in trying to understand that, you may have misrepresented yourself a little bit, actually, not intentionally. And now, whoever this is that you're partnered up with is feeling a little bit misguided and maybe even let down. And so that's why you're having a hard time being on the same page. I feel like if you can explain to that person that you're really trying to sort things out yourself, that you're not saying things that are misleading intentionally, you're just trying to sort things out for yourself in your own head, much less trying to tell somebody else. I think that helps them understand a little bit more where you're coming from, at least. Next up, let's look at Scorpio. Scorpio. What do we have? Scorpio. Knight of Vessels. So Scorpio, there's somebody that we may consider a partner that we're not really on the same page with them because we are doing something we need to take care of us. Self-care is important. Is important today. And we may be making that a priority over taking care of other people that we're partnered up with. We may be tired of standing in line to take care of ourselves. It might be time for other people to stand in line behind us, taking care of ourselves for once. All right, let's look at Sagittarius. Five of Vessels, Sagittarius, there's somebody that you're having a hard time being on the same page with because there are some kind of drugs in the picture. Five of Vessels. In this deck. This is the only deck I really get that from. Could be some kind of drugs in the picture that is making your partner unreliable. And so you're not really on the same page with them right now. Could be, for the minority of my viewers, some of this could be you're being unreliable because of some type of addiction issue. But I really feel like the majority of the people that would be watching me are probably, if they did have addiction issues, they're probably in recovery just by the time they find me. I could be wrong. I think for the majority of you, it's someone that you're partnered up with that is having some issues with some drugs that is impacting their decisions and their performance. And that's a problem. It's a problem for you. Capricorn. Capricorn. green woman. Capricorns, you have an opportunity to do something that really feels productive and happiness making, and this is something that you may have been dreaming of for a long time. And you may not be on the same page with whoever this partner is because they are they may be trying to tell you, this is really bad timing, or I wish you wouldn't do this, or we've already got this planned, so you don't have time to do that. So there may be something going along where there's some friction there because you have something happening that you've been hoping for a long time, and they are not necessarily feeling the need to make time for that or to allow you to make time for that. All right, next up we're looking at Aquarius. Knight of Arrows showing up in reverse, Aquarius. This is telling me that whatever this is that's going on where you and somebody else are not getting along, it's a miscommunication, it's a confusion thing. If you guys can sit down and clear up whatever this confusion is, you're going to be on the same page, no biggie. But as long as you let that miscommunication continue on and that misunderstanding continue on, that's going to continue to create a problem. Best thing you can do is sit that other person down and say, let's talk through this. What has you so upset? All right, next up, we're looking at Pisces. Pisces. Wanderer showing up in reverse. Pisces, it looks to me like you and somebody that you're partnered with are having some kind of friction here because there's something that you started in the past as a leap of faith, not knowing really where it was going to take you, but knowing that it was the right thing to do at the time. I think you've reevaluated that thing and you've really considered maybe I should shut this down. Maybe its time of usefulness is over. But after reevaluating all of this, I think that you're deciding to continue on with this thing that was started as a leap of faith in the past. And I think that your partner has some kind of heartburn over that. And so you guys aren't on the same page there. Communication is the answer for most of these to get things into a better space. So if you guys want a reading, all my contact information is on that website. Get a hold of me. I do try to take care of you guys as quickly as I can. Of course, remember you guys are my sponsors here, so please put a thumbs up on this video if you found it helpful. Share it out to the world if you think others may benefit from it as well. And of course, put your feedback down below. Let me know how I'm doing. All right, guys, have a fantastic day. Peace out.